it's Shooting the Shit with Vicky, and it's Monday, October 20th, and I have no business doing a show today because I am cranky. Everything is on, oh God, I am on my last nerve. We'll see if anybody shows up. Oh, somebody's here. Yeah, everything today is aggravating I'm trying not to say really horrible words, so I'm not going to say it. I'm going to move this forward a little because, oh my God, am I having a day. I don't know about you guys. I'm not just having a day. I've been having almost a week. Oh, hi Esther. Hi Jan. How are you guys? Yes, I am aggravation. All right, we're going to talk about this in a minute, but we'll get to this in a little bit when more people show up and I can get more aggravated because, oh my God. So I just, I've been, so many things. It's just been one thing after another. Am I alone? Is it just me? Other than the march on Saturday, it's been rough. Hi, Snuffy. The heat was on. 76 degrees in here. I was about to go live and I noticed I am cranky and I'm wearing too many clothes for 71, let alone 76. Go Dish. Oh, I got Dish for you. I got Dish. So, all right, here it is. Here's the Stevie Nicks thing. And to me, it's crazy. And I don't know, I came this close to bringing it back today. I decided to keep it, show it to you guys. We went looking for a chocolate brown top because this, I don't know, I don't like the way this is with it. I actually wore it with a black one that I think looked better. I'm gonna have to ask Craig. Yes, Snuffy's with us. Snuffy very kindly had patience. I went with him to return his glasses. Yeah, my hair. Don't get me started about my hair. So Tony commented when I took a picture of my after I got my hair done, oh, love the lowlights. Wasn't supposed to have lowlights. Supposed to be the same all over. And then I picked up the back and the whole back of my head is dark brown. And don't get me started on that. So so that was one thing that got me crazy. And oh, I'm so cranky. I am so cranky. Then we went to return, It Works, You Love It. Really, you love it? All right, I have to tell you, I love the Flower Power pants. I'm loving the Mark Fisher boots, pointy chocolate brown suede boots. I had these great Steve Madden really high brown suede cowboy boots with silver accoutrement that were fabulous. I think I showed you last week. But the pitch was just so uncomfortable that, so Snuffy and I went to return it today and he was very patient. There was something wrong with their system and it was down. And she said, just leave the boots and we'll email you a receipt. Didn't feel right. So I had her, she couldn't even write me a receipt. They don't even have receipts. So she wrote it on like the tape that comes out of the cash register, I get, when they give you a printed receipt, and start me up. Oh, I am beyond started up. So I had her write me out a thing, and don't worry, they're going to email you a receipt within 5 to 10 minutes. That was at 2:30. It's 5 to 6. I still haven't gotten it. I've made 10 phone calls, one of the reason I was late. And they said, well, there's nothing we can give you. And I'm like, what the fuck? Then I email Steve Madden and say, where's my receipt? And they send me back and I had to buy more things. Okay, so they're on my last nerve. The brown, I don't know if you can see it here. It's dark. Oh God, it's dark under there. It's as dark as my mood. That's going on. And I'm about to go on my vacation. And then I'm going to have to curl my hair, because curled it looked great, but straight, all my layers got changed, and I can't get it right. And I'll blame it on me. So that's been going on. There are like, there's so many. I'm a sponsor, and a sponsee had me spend all this time doing all this work to write someone in her family an email, and we went through all this work and came up with the perfect 2 lines, and she ended up sending him like 40 lines that were, and then she sends it to me, and I'm like, so what did we spend? Anyway, I'm on my last nerve. Somebody made the flowers for Samantha Shower and did a gorgeous job. We paid her for the flowers. We gave her some money for the thing. There was this beautiful wooden box with black handles that matches our furniture perfectly. And I was asked for it back. And I'm pissed about that. And I would just buy myself a new one. They don't exist anymore. Can't find one. I'm cranky about that. Oh, I am cranky about, so Snuffy wanted to take me to the Bluebird Cafe in Nashville. I don't know how many of you have been to Nashville or have been to the Bluebird Cafe, but it only holds 35 people. It literally holds less people than that used to come to my living room for Women Who Write. And I feel like I should stand back. So you really think this works? I mean, this is so, come on, this is so derivative. It's so Stevie. It's so not Vicky. I'm not like the frilly type. I don't know, this just feels wrong. I don't have the right shirt to go into it. Oh, and then Craig said, I shouldn't bring my long punk coat. No, that's not called punk. What is it called? The coat is called goth. I have a black goth coat. He said, no, wear it with a leather jacket. And I'm thinking, this looks crazy. Does that look crazy? I mean, because it's going to be cold-ish in New Orleans. Does that look crazy? I think that looks crazy. I don't know. Lovely is not a word that should be used to just, thank you, Pia, but that lovely is not a word that people ever use to describe my look. Lovely is not a word for me. Look at my hair, flat, horrible hair. It's so fab, you think so? Who said that? Kurt, thank you. Okay, and so then, so I did all this stuff to be coordinated in brown. Wait a minute, so, and you know, I have this fab purse to wear with it, right? My chocolate brown. This is fabulous, right? This like makes the whole thing. No. Snuffy went on the website, and the whole point of the outfit was really I was going to wear it to McCartney on my 70th birthday in New Orleans, and Snuffy finds out today, no, au contraire, you have to use these purses in the arena. Now, isn't this a lovely look with my outfit? That this will be my purse? Now, thank goodness I have one. We had gone to Lululemon and just bought it on principle because we've gone to a couple concerts and I've had a problem having this because I have a clear purse and it's bigger than this, and if it doesn't measure this exact thing, you can't go into an arena. So yeah, I'm gonna meet, so maybe we'll meet Sir Paul and maybe he'll be looking at my lips. Thank God there's no tampons in there anymore. At least there's that. But could you imagine this is the look? Wait, it's not even on right. This is gonna be the look to go, well, I don't know if we're gonna meet Sir Paul, but hopefully we'll get to go in the green room at least. It's a look, right, for rock and roll. It's, maybe it's supposed, oh, you know what? It's supposed to go around the waist. That's right, it's supposed, now won't that look good? Won't that be a look to wear to, with my little Stevie Nicks thing? I'll have this on. Oh yeah, that just makes everything, doesn't it? Holy shit. So that's another thing that got me cranky. Then, before I get to New Orleans, in New Orleans. So the reason we were going to see McCartney on the 29th, which is my birthday. And we could have gone to Nashville before or after. And originally we were going to go to New Orleans first, and then we were going to go to Nashville. We turned everything around because ChatGPT told me that New Orleans was the place to be on Halloween, that it was second only to Mardi Gras. Fucking ChatGPT didn't tell me that this year the parade is on October 25th. October 25th. So we are going to be in Nashville during the parade. We could have gone to New Orleans on the 23rd of October when we're leaving for Nashville and stayed until the 30th of October and then gone to Nashville and been there for Halloween and Sir Paul and all of that. No. Instead, we're going to Nashville. Now, are we going to the Bluebird Cafe? Okay. So there was this incredible show. He said, it's hang on, I'm trying to read your comments. Okay, I'll contribute for your list. Sent you something. Okay. Pia, thank you. I look amazing. You took lovely and turned it into amazing, which is very nice. Okay, so we're not going to get to see the parade. We're not going to be in New Orleans for, my paper towels is showing, which really upset. My underwear isn't showing, but my paper towels were showing. So then, not only are we missing the parade in New Orleans, so now I'm trying to look at fun things to do on Halloween, because it's supposed to be a great week in New Orleans. So we'll miss like the huge parade, the Mardi Gras style parade in New Orleans, which is killing me because that was why we planned the trip the way we did. And so there are haunted houses and there are haunted tours and ghost houses and things to do all week long in New Orleans. And it turns out we're going to see a show on Halloween night. So I had planned this dinner at this restaurant, Shia, that Phil Rosenthal recommends, and it looked fabulous on Somebody Feed Phil on his New Orleans show. And, Phil's been a longtime friend, and I know which of his recommendations I'm going to love, and that was one of them I knew I would love. Some of his taste is a little eclectic for Snuffy and a little too fussy for us, but not Shia. Looked fabulous. Israeli restaurant. Supposed to have the pitas that are like pillows and great hummus and baba ganoush and all of this stuff that looked amazing. Okay, lots of little plates. So we were going to go there early on Halloween and then go to the parade and all the festivities. No. But then it turns out that Lisa Fisher, an old friend of Snuffy's who used to sing with Shaka when he was with Shaka Khan, has a show that night. And it's like, I didn't want to go to a club on Halloween. I wanted to be out in the craziness. Well, there isn't going to be a parade. I thought we were going to miss the parade because it was going to be at 6:30, but it's the week before. So we'll go see Lisa at 7 o'clock on Halloween night. And then we're going to go out. And so we're going to go on like one of those haunted tours. Okay, here's the deal. Years ago, on my 50th birthday, Gabe and I were supposed to go to Paris for my 50th. My mother and my stepfather, Norman, flew into to LA to be with the kids, and we were supposed to go to Paris. But there was a lot of drama with Gabe's job and stuff, and he lost his gig. We weren't about to go to Paris, so we decided to go to Las Vegas. We go to Las Vegas, and they had, and my birthday's at Halloween. So one of the hotels takes over the parking lot of, I don't remember which one it is, and I don't know if they do it every year, but this particular year, which would be 20 years ago now, they took over the parking lot of a hotel, which probably is another hotel by now, and they had this haunted house. Well, it was a haunted house that you went through, but then they had a graveyard and all this stuff outside in the parking lot. So now we go through this thing, and it's the scariest thing I have ever done. I mean, not only were people grabbing you out of nowhere, it was pitch black, and like all of a sudden slime would run down your face, and then someone would come up behind you and scream, and then something would pop out in front of you. It was terrifying. Nothing compared to at the end, as we're leaving, a guy comes towards me with a chainsaw and literally chases me through the parking lot, and I'm running at full speed, and this guy is chasing me. Now, of course, he's not going to kill me. Of course, he's not going to slash me with the chainsaw, but I was terrified. And, okay, so I don't see any comments for a while now. I don't see any stars. I don't see any comments. Are you guys with me? Are you with? And I need hairspray now. Are you guys with me or what? Because I can't, nothing's happening on my end. Say something if you're there. So, okay, so am I scaring you because I'm so intense and complaining so much? So anyway, the haunted houses in New Orleans, the ghost tours are going to be that on steroids. And I'm like, do I want to put myself through it on the one hand? But on the other hand, I'm thinking, wait a minute. I'm not going to New Orleans on Halloween to not do something like crazy and special, right? But do I put myself at risk of being chased by a guy with a chainsaw again, or worse? I don't know. That seems crazy to me. So we're gonna do. We went on this haunted hayride with the kids. One year, Snuffy and I celebrated my birthday in Ojai during the pandemic, and the kids came up. Tristan and Samantha and Harry came up to have birthday dinner with me, and then there was a haunted hayride and a haunted ride you did in your car and all this stuff, and we did it. And literally, the ghosts were so bored. They were sitting there talking about what they had for dinner. Boo! I'm having spaghetti carbonara. You know, that's the kind of haunted tour it was. And then they go, boo! And then, I mean, it was so not scary. It was hysterical. And we actually had a ton of laughs, and it was fun. So that was fine. I don't know. Come on, guys. Really? This isn't me. This is crazy right here. But the boots are fabulous. Can you guys see the boots? The boots are kind of fabulous. They're very pointy and brown suede. They're great. And the Flower Power pants, I'm digging, but I don't know about the frilly thing. If I can find the right tunic top to go with this, even a frilly top, but without this, I don't know. I don't know. Snuffy and I are going to look one last time tomorrow and see if I can find anything. And what is with my hair? So, anyway, I'm cranky, yeah. So we're missing the parade. Oh, Bluebird Cafe. Okay, so Snuffy wanted to take me to the Bluebird Cafe in, nice boots, thank you. Could you see them? Hi, Snuffy, you hear me bitching up a storm in here? Hi, Rufus, come here. Hurry up. I won't bitch about you. Come on, hurry up. Come say hi to everybody. Hurry up. Go around. He was going to come this way, I think. Rufus, come this way. Come on, hurry up. Here he is. Come on. Oh, he's lumbering by. Rufus had a bath since last we saw you guys. We have a new bather named Andy, and he took, Rufus has a nice, I'm not really crazy about this color blue, and I think it kind of clashes with the red hair, but boy, Rufus is so clean and soft. Sit, baby, sit. Oh, what a good boy. And he's such a good boy, and he's so clean and soft and wonderful. Can you guys see him? I don't see any hearts going up for you, Rue. Are there hearts going up for Rufus? I hope so. Rufus is going to have Alacona. Alacona is going to come stay with Rufus for 11 days, right? Alacona will be here. Rufus loves Alacona. She's so much better to him than we are. Alacona takes Rufus for runs and hikes and all kinds of things. We did take Rufus walking in the park a couple days, right? We've gone to the park, I think 3 times in the last week, and Rue's gotten out to walk. Right? You're such a good boy. All right, since you were such a good boy, I'm gonna give you one treat, and then you have to wait for dinner. Okay, here we go. Rufus is getting these, he loves these. These are chicken, and I'm gonna give him a chicken treat. Okay, Ru, sit, sit. Good boy, gentle. That wasn't so gentle, but okay. That's Rufus getting a treat. Yeah, you're a good boy. You're a good boy. You're a good boy. Yes, you are. So what else? Yeah, I'm cranky. I shouldn't have come on. Oh, the Bluebird Cafe. Right. I was telling you guys about the Bluebird. Okay, you can go, Ru. You're a good boy. Thanks for visiting. Yeah. Oh, I see you all say. Thank you. Nice boots. Can you really see them? I don't know. I don't know if you can. I don't know if you can see them. Can you see them? Yeah, they're nice and pointy, and they have a low heel. The other ones were like, woof. Okay, so yes, he's a handsome boy, isn't he? So, okay, Bluebird Cafe. So Snuffy wanted to take me. We looked at the schedule. It holds 35 people. My living room held 60 people, where I had women who write. 60 people in my living room every month. Bluebird Cafe, 35 people. Teeny. Everybody, teeny tiny. Everybody sitting on top of each other. Okay. And the tickets go on sale, I guess, about 10 days before, not even, less than a week before the actual event. And the tickets go on sale at 8 a.m. Central Time. So 6 a.m. Pacific Time. And the tickets for this Saturday, the 25th, the day of the parade in New Orleans, which is where we should have been, but we'll be in Nashville. And we're going to be having dinner with Jerry Douglas and his lovely wife. Jerry Douglas is probably the definitive dobro player in America. He's extraordinary. Snuffy and I went and saw him in concert just about a year or 2 ago with Tommy, oh God, now I'm forgetting his name, this incredible guitarist, Australian guitarist. He's oh God, it'll come to me. But anyway, again, you guys are not talking. I'm scaring you, right? There's only 7 people here because I'm scaring everybody. I'm so crazy today. So anyway, Tommy, Emmanuel, thank you. Tommy Emmanuel and Jerry Douglas. Okay, so we're gonna go have dinner on the 25th with Jerry Douglas and his wife in Nashville. And Snuffy hired Jerry to do one of his shows that he was scoring, and they've known each other for 25 years more and have been friends. So that's lovely that we're actually going to socialize, because I don't think they've really done that. Snuffy's gone to hear Jerry play, and they've done other things together, but not that. Anyway, so we have a 6:30 dinner, and there was a show at the Bluebird Cafe. Yeah, I got that. Thank you, Jackie. They have a show at the Bluebird Cafe that night, and Mark Hudson is the headliner of the Hudson Brothers. And yes, he is the one, Tony, with the rainbow facial hair and stuff. But there were 3 or 4 other songwriters on the bill that night, and one after another, all Grammy winners and songwriters for all these incredible people. I mean, a powerhouse show at the Bluebird Cafe. And we were so excited about it. So what did we do? We set our alarm for 5. I got 1 star. Really? 1 star? I think that's insulting. Snuffy, did you give me 1 star? Somebody gave me 1 star. I think that hurts my feelings. I can't see who it is. I don't know, is 1 star better than no star? I guess, but that seems crazy. So in any case, we get up at 5:45 because we realize we know in advance which tables seat 4, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 choices. And Snuffy's got his phone, I've got my phone, and we've got my computer, credit card ready to go, and we're on the ready, right? So we have Alexa wake us at 5:45, then we get up at 5, we look on the site, no, not yet. soon. Okay, so then we go at 5:50, no, soon. 5:55, no, soon. 5:59, no, soon. 6 o'clock, boom, we're on there. And we're clicking one ticket, you have to do it one at a time, and we're clicking it, no, those seats are no longer available. 1, 2, 3, no, those seats are gone. By 6:05, as we're clicking and trying, no seats left. So the only other option is that you go and stand in line. There are going to be, I think they said they give away 10 seats every night that aren't on the website. There are people that line up hours before, and for a show like that on a Saturday night, 100% people are going to be lining up like crazy. So David Santos suggested I pulled the Snuffy card. So I called today. I said, oh, Snuffy Walden and Jerry Douglas, and we got up at 5:45, and we're only going to be in Nashville for a few days. And no, I got no mercy. Well, then just come and stand online. Snuffy's not a stander onliner. It's not his thing. So I guess we'll go over to the Bluebird Cafe after dinner that night with Jerry and Snuffy, and maybe they can charm somebody into letting us in, but it's very unlikely. So we're not going to get to do the Bluebird Cafe. Everything's sold out, every show while we're there. We're not going to see the parade in New Orleans. So we return these boots, right, to Steve Madden today. The computer's down. I don't get any kind of receipt. They keep telling me they're emailing it. No, they have not. They've emailed me an ad. They have not emailed me my boots. The back of my hair is brown. And for some reason, I can't get it to do anything. This whole week, I'm having a lot of, it looked great when Nicole did it and she curled it, and last Monday I followed her lead. I just left it and just kind of added, and it was great. No, I have not had any luck since. That's making me cranky. What else? I've been looking for chocolate brown shirts for, oh my God, since I bought the pants, it's been, I think, 4 weeks. And yeah, this shirt, I guess it kind of works. I'm not in love with it. It's okay, but I really want something else. And I don't know about this. I just don't know about this. And with the leather jacket on top, really? I probably won't wear a coat at all. I'll probably just freeze my bahoonies off or take some kind of wrap, like a black long wrap, or I don't know. The leather jacket, I don't think works. So, and a little tiny short leather jacket, that's not a good thing. So, okay, so let's get to what was wonderful this week. The first thing that was wonderful is Rufus had Andy, new hair groomer. Andy's wonderful. And if anybody is looking for a mobile pet groomer, and it all started because our regular pet groomer that we've been using for 3 years, it was going to rain, and I said, Snuffy, let's postpone it for another day because Rufus will be running around in the rain, he'll get dirty. And they wanted to charge Snuffy a shit ton of money. I think they wanted him to pay the whole thing. And yeah, they wanted him to pay the whole thing. We're like, no. So we found this other, and it was the day before when he was canceling. It's not like it was that day or anything. And anyway, so I did some research, found this other guy, and literally he is less than half the money, and he was wonderful. So if you need a pet groomer in the Valley, I will turn you on to this guy, Andy. I don't remember the name of his company, but wonderful. He did a great job with, and Rufus liked him. Okay, that was one wonderful thing, but the most wonderful thing, the highlight of the week, was the No Kings March, which was Saturday, which Snuffy and I attended the Sherman Oaks local march thing. We had our signs. Snuffy handmade his. I loved it. No crowns for clowns. He did a great job. I printed out, no sign is big enough for all the reasons that I'm here, because if I would have handwritten it, nobody would have been able to read it. And I put rainbow tape around mine, and we had our signs, and we went to Sherman Oaks, and I'm kind of sorry that we didn't go to Studio City. we knew that a lot of people we knew were going to be at Studio City, and it would have been fun to be running into people. We only ran into one person in Sherman Oaks that we knew, which is actually odd in itself. But we ran into a lot of nice, wonderful people. And then it turned out my friend Todd was speaking, and I said to Snuffy, I think I know him. And yeah, it was Todd Waring, and I didn't know that for sure until later, and so I didn't go up and talk to him, which is too bad. I haven't seen him in years. It would have been great. But anyway, the march was spectacular, and I could not stop welling up with tears. As soon as we got there, and I looked at him, we got there early. Another reason we wanted to go to the Sherman Oaks one, it's closest to our house, but also there's parking, because there's a Galleria right there, so we knew we'd get a spot in the parking lot. Looking good from Tokyo, sending, oh, Leslie, hi, Tuesday morning, well. I've been looking at your posts, and it looks fabulous. One day for us. Saw you with signs on video. Oh, thanks, Pia. I saw you too, Pia. You sent me a photo of you protesting. So, yeah, I was sorry that we didn't go to Studio C and see more friends, but yes, we were able to pull right into the parking lot at the Galleria. We got there a good 20 minutes before 11, got a spot, and it was filling up. So we did a good thing getting there when we did. And when we walked out, there weren't a lot of people. There were maybe 50 over here, and maybe 75 over here, and 20 over there. And we got a spot, a really good spot on the corner, and they did some speeches and told us who to call and what phone numbers to use. And then, okay, time to march. But in Sherman Oaks, there was we were like amongst some of the younger people, and there wasn't a lot of marching. Maybe 75 of us did a march and did a half a mile around and came back. Maybe. But what I will say is that from the moment we stepped out of the escalator and I saw the people there with their signs, I just started to well up. And I had tears in my head and in my eyes pretty much the whole hour and a half that we were there, 2 hours that we were there. It was so powerful to see people exercising their democratic right, which let's pray we continue to have a democratic right. And it was beautiful. Everybody was lovely. People were coming over and asking if they could take a picture of our signs, and I was taking pictures. I took a picture of this guy's t-shirt, which let's make lying, I can't remember what it said. It was a gray t-shirt, and everybody was lovely, and everyone was looking at each other's signs and smiling at each other and the best part, the thing that was the most fun, that as we were standing and marching, as the cars were going by, they were honking their horns. And when the trucks would go by, they would do those really loud, the whole way through the intersection, before and after and during. And that was so powerful to feel like community and united with everyone, which I did. And it was just a wonderful, wonderful thing. And I'm so glad we did it. I marched as a young woman, as probably many of you did. I started marching in the late 60s. I marched on Washington when I was not old enough to do so. I think I was only 13. How my mother let me go with my friend Alyssa on a bus to Washington, D.C., I don't know. But it was the March on Washington, the huge one. I think it was 69, 14. Anyway, did a lot of marching in the early 70s. The Progressive Labor Party, the Black Panthers, fighting for them to keep our freedom of speech with books. They were getting rid of books in libraries, I remember. And anyway, a lot of marching against the Vietnam War primarily, and against racism in the schools. And it was powerful then. And we marched with Martin Luther King, and we marched with Bobby Kennedy, and lots of marching. And this felt really wonderful. Felt really wonderful to reconnect to that. And I did some, the last time this guy was around, I did the pink pussy hat thing, and Emmy Geisel and I marched, and Cassandra Anderson, and we met up with Nancy Klan, and yes, there was marching being done about 10 years ago, and but I haven't marched since before, and I've marched for Alzheimer's. I've done some marches, but I haven't marched since the pandemic. There's a lot of things I haven't done since the pandemic. And I really need to, I have isolated so much. Snuffy and I are great isolators. We get on our Zoom meetings, I do my Zoom shows, but we don't, you know, we see the family, but even that, not enough. Harry came over yesterday, and they were watching some sports. We played a game of Phase 10, but it didn't have the same, I don't know, things have been like kvetched, and we're about to go on this wonderful vacation for my 70th and the anniversary of the day we met, and there's a lot to celebrate, and I'm just really cranky. And Snuffy was like, are you gonna get over this before we go to Nashville? And I'm like, yes, I am not taking this with us to Nashville. So I know there's stuff in the sky and the stars, but I think it's supposed to turn around. I knew tomorrow's a new moon, and I'm gonna embrace all good things with the new moon. I have to call Zoe. I know it's a Libra new moon. I'm not sure what that means for Scorpio specifically, but for all of us, it's about relationships, I'm sure. I'm thinking, right? Okay, so what have we been watching? I started very late, and I'm going late, and I'll be doing this. I'll be doing the wrap up all night. Rufus, you want to come back? He wants his dinner. He wants me to knock it off. Okay, so what we watched this week, we binged the Pitt, and we went all the way through. And I got to tell you, I expected nada, nothing, less than nothing. Didn't like the first episode that I watched ages ago. Loved the Pitt. Loved the Pitt. I was so sad when it was over. We watched something else after that, and for the life of me, I cannot tell you what it was, and I don't remember. We did watch the latest episode of The Morning Show. Liked it. We watched the latest episode of Slow Horses. Loved it. And in fact, was it this one? I think Nestor had the big thing last week. Whenever Nestor's thing was, it was great. He was great. It was so, I think that was the one before. But anyway, oh yeah, because this time the morning show was about Billy Crudup and Reese Witherspoon. And their chemistry just doesn't work for me. It worked for me 4 years ago. Now it's not working for me. Well, there's reasons for that. I was a little wigged out marching in the crowded No Kings protest, leftover COVID fear. We've had our vaccine, poo-poo, and I get the COVID. I didn't wear a mask. There were people wearing masks. We weren't on top of each other. There was room between us and people. I didn't feel we were outside. I didn't feel like we were in danger at the march. I don't think I felt fearful of that before our trip. Okay, so the Pitt, the morning show, Slow Horses. Okay, then we binged Boots. And I want to give a shout out to Greg Cope White. He is a longtime friend of mine. Our books were coming out at the same time, exactly the same time. We were writing them at the same time. We were editing at the same time. Our books dropped at the same time. And Norman Lear, who he had written 4 years before and was a very close friend of his. Norman did Women Who Write and Game Changers. Loved Norman. Spent many movie nights at Phil's with Norman. Loved Norman. But Greg was really close with him and his family. And Norman championed and was a veteran. And somebody sent me 20 stars. Snuffy, 20 stars? You're trying to tell me something? You told me that's only 20 cents. I was a little wigged out, but thank you. Thank you. That's probably all you have in your star bank, right? So, where was I going? Boots. So anyway, Norman exec produced and championed Greg's show. We had nearly 300 at my little red, deeply red town rally. I was very pleased. That's great, Laura. I was told that in Sherman Oaks there were about 1,100 people ultimately. Oh, every time I go over and touch the thing. Now that'll be the picture. That will be with me with the things. See, if I touch the screen, that's what happens. I get those things. Oh, Snuffy, thank you, darling. Look, they sent me 250 stars, you sweet. So, boots. So, they filmed it. They were in the writer's room during COVID, so they were on Zoom. They went through a lot of time. No star button. Well, thank you for trying, Pia. It's weird. You usually have it when Snuffy doesn't. It's unusual for him to have it when other people don't. But I appreciate you being willing, Pia. And I appreciate you sending them, Snuffy. Oh, somebody just sent 100 stars. Laura, thank you, Laura. That's lovely. They wrote it during COVID. They filmed it. It was supposed to drop 2 years ago, I believe. And Norman passed, and it sat in the can. And it was just dropped last week. It was number 3 last night. Who knows? It could be number 2 today. We watched it over a period of, I think there are 8 episodes. And the lead character is Greg. He goes by Cameron Cope in the show. It's based on Greg's book, The Pink Marine. Oh, who's sending stars now? Thank you, Pia. You got your star button. It's based on his book, The Pink Marine. In case you haven't guessed, Greg is gay and joined the Marines when it was before Don't Ask, Don't Tell. And if they found out you were gay, you were psh. And so everybody he had to hide his identity. And there's a whole storyline about people that did and didn't hide it so well. And anyway, it's a wonderful series. We finished it last night, too late last night to reach out to Greg to tell him how proud I am of him and how important it is, his show. And times have changed, not changed so much. We've gone back to those days. We are going back to those days, scarily and sadly. And as the mother of a gay son, it was very important to me, especially, to see that, for there to be something that is meaningful to the LGBTQ community, specifically targeted. No, it's for everyone, but with a sensibility and a sensitivity and a story based on that repression, that aggression against, and it's wonderful. So I recommend it highly. And then, as if that wasn't enough, we started the Murdaugh True Story something on Hulu, and that is with Patricia Arquette, she's like Nicole Kidman, she is always working. And so it's on Hulu, and Murdaugh, the family murder, so it's based on a true story about a murder. Woohoo! Anyway, they only have 3 episodes dropped. I watched all 3. I was up all night. Then I couldn't sleep still, and it rolled into another Patricia Arquette thing on, somebody sent stars. Thank you, Pia. Can send on phone. Oh, thank you. So then I watched another Patricia Arquette show that it rolled into, and this one is, she plays one of those mothers that Munchausen, whatever that is, where she's doing bad by her kid, also based on a true story. She has no vanity. Boy, Patricia Arquette, I just am so impressed with how she's able to be so real and not, you know, be all Hollywood glamour and stuff. And she's a wonderful actress. Oh, and while we were watching the Murdaugh murder one on Hulu, in the first 2 minutes, there's Kathleen Wilhoit. Kathleen was my very first friend in Los Angeles before we even moved here. We came to look at houses, and Kathleen had us over. Kathleen was in Cop Rock. Kathleen has been in so many things, and she is extraordinary. And of course, there's a movie that she did with Kevin Spacey that, of course, I can't think of the name of now. Kathleen is amazing, and she was in Roadhouse with Patrick Swayze. Anyway, so she is in the Murdaugh, blah, 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 whatever it is, and that was a great surprise. Tonight we will get our dose of The Voice. Hilaria got kicked off Dancing with the Stars, I guess 2 weeks ago. And I'm sorry, but that gave me great pleasure because I think she's so obnoxious. But I can't believe, but it was just wrong that Andy Richter is still there. And, you know, Hilaria was an excellent dancer. But that was the point. She was a professional ballroom dancer and had no business being on a celebrity competition. And what kind of celebrity? She's just married to a celebrity. Anyway, the whole influencer thing is beyond me. I did not watch last week, so I don't know what's going on. I don't know who got sent home on Dancing with the Stars. In fact, I think Harry told me that no one got sent home because it was like dedication week or something. I don't know. But anyway, so we have The Voice. I have an old Dancing with the Stars to watch. I'm good, and I'm all caught up with the Murdaugh thing. And I think the other series, there's only one dropped. The other Patricia Arquette show. So I have a list of things. We haven't started Task yet. That's on my list. There are a few other things on Lowdown. I think it's called Lowdown is on my list. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Pia. So we got shit to watch. And I really have to start packing. We're taking my mother to lunch tomorrow. We'll make one more attempt to go and find me a brown thing I can wear, so with the pants and the boots, so I don't have to wear the Stevie Nicks thing. But I think I'm going to keep the Stevie Nicks thing. I think you guys talked me into it. I think I'm going to keep it, and you know, for whatever, when I don't have to wear a coat, you know, and I'll try it on for size in the real world and see if anybody laughs at me. Anyway, I love you guys so much. There is no Game Changers this week because we are leaving at 4 a.m. Following that, so I couldn't be busy all day Wednesday. I got to be packing and stuff. So no Game Changers this week, no Game Changers next week. We will be back actually on a Tuesday, November 4th, Tuesday, Election Day, with Tommy James, who's right as rain, feeling great, at 1 p.m. in the afternoon Pacific time, Tommy James. So there'll be a show Tuesday that week, not Wednesday. So the next 2 Wednesdays, there won't be Shooting the Shit next week. There will be on November 3rd. And I will be filming in New Orleans and Nashville along the way. I'll just go live when I can go live. I did go live from the No Kings March, and I will continue to go live in the world, and knowing that Facebook will take those things down. In fact, I have to remember to download them. So you guys, I love you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the stars, Pia, Laura, Snuffy. I'm so grateful. And thank you for still coming and seeing me, even though we were very small because I'm very, very late today. But you know, come on. It took a while, and now it's nice and cool in here. It's not 76 anymore. So it's time for Rue's dinner. It's time for our dinner. Time for your dinner. I will see you from Nashville. And the next time I see you, will I be 70? No. I'll see you before I turn 70. I'll go live before my birthday. And we'll celebrate big time when I get back on November 3rd. Love you guys a lot. See you soon. Bye.